You have looked at the stars and searched for your destiny in the Zodiac. But what if I told you that long before the stars were named, there were guardians assigned to watch over time itself? Ancient biblical texts reveal a hidden hierarchy, a divine order. For every month of the year, God appointed a specific archangel. Listen to me closely. This is not your guardian angel, and it is definitely not who pop culture tells you it is. This hidden archangel holds the key to your spiritual gifts, your deepest struggles, and the specific battles you were born to fight. If you have ever felt lost or misunderstood, the answer might just lie in the month of your birth. Let's unveil the truth. Before we reveal your specific archangel, we must clear the confusion. Astrology looks to the stars to predict your fate, but we look to the Creator who made the stars. The Book of Revelation and the ancient Book of Enoch describe angels who govern the four winds, the seasons, and the cycles of time. This is not magic. This is divine administration. God does not leave time unguarded. So why does your birth month matter? Because your arrival on Earth was not an accident. It was an appointment. God placed you in a specific timeline, under a specific spiritual influence. To help you fulfill your destiny, He assigned a princely angel to guard the season of your birth. This angel reflects the strengths you need and the weaknesses you must overcome. Are you ready to meet the one who has been watching over you since your first breath? Let's begin. January. Your archangel is Gabriel, the messenger of God. You are born to lead, not to follow. But your secret struggle is indecision. Gabriel is assigned to give voice to your thoughts when you are afraid to speak. February. You are guarded by Barachiel, the angel of blessings. People think you are carefree, but deep down, you carry the heavy burdens of others. Call upon Barachiel to restore the energy you give away so freely. March. Your guardian is Machidiel, the courage of God. You often feel spiritually attacked because you are a threat to the darkness. Machidiel provides the iron will you need to break old family curses. April. You belong to Raphael, the healer of God. Your heart is easily broken because you feel everything too deeply. Raphael is with you to shield your empathy, so you can heal others without destroying yourself. May. Your watcher is Ambriel. You have a built-in lie detector. Deception makes you physically ill. Ambriel is assigned to clarify your mind when the world tries to confuse you with falsehoods. June. You are guided by Muriel. You absorb the emotions of the room instantly. Muriel is the angel of emotional peace, teaching you how to turn your sensitivity into a spiritual superpower. July. Your archangel is Verchiel, the angel of affection and authority. You struggle with the ego because you were born to rule. Verchiel helps you lead with humility, turning arrogance into true spiritual power. August. This is powerful. You are assigned to Michael, the great warrior. Do you wonder why your life has been one battle after another? It is because God gives His toughest battles to His strongest soldiers. Michael is your commander. September. You are watched by Uriel, the light of God. You are an overthinker. Your mind never stops. Uriel is there to bring a flash of insight when you are trapped in anxiety and confusion. October. Your angel is Barbiel. You see potential in people who are broken. Sometimes you love the unlovable. Barbiel protects your heart from being drained by emotional vampires. November. You are guarded by Adnachiel. You are fiercely independent, often feeling like a lone wolf. Adnachiel is the angel of sovereignty, reminding you that being alone does not mean being lonely when God is with you. December. You belong to Haniel, the glory of God. You carry a bridge between heaven and earth. Your struggle is seeking perfection in an imperfect world. Haniel brings you the gift of grace, learning to love the flaws. Now listen closely. Knowing the name of your Archangel is only the beginning. It is not enough to just know. We do not worship these angels. We worship the God who created them. But God has given them a charge over you. When you feel weak in the specific areas we discussed, when the warrior of August feels tired, or the healer of April feels broken, you have the authority to pray, "Lord, send your servant to strengthen me." They are waiting for your permission to intervene. I want to do something special with you today. Do not leave this video without claiming your protection. Go to the comments section right now. Find your birth month and write this declaration. I claim the protection of insert angel's name, in Jesus' name. By writing it down, you are setting a spiritual seal upon your life. And if this message touched your spirit, click subscribe to join Revelation in Prophecy. We are building an army of believers who understand the mysteries of heaven. You were born for a purpose. You are watched over. And you are loved more than you know. Until next time, walk in the light. We have prepared the strategy, but strategy without spirit is dead. The true power of revelation in prophecy lies not in the mystery of the angels, but in the intimacy of the Creator. Many of your viewers feel that God is sitting on a distant throne, too busy for their rent payments, their divorces, or their depression. We must change that. We are not just telling them about a hidden archangel. We are introducing them to a support system that has been waiting in their living room all along. Here are 10 core philosophies to ground your content, blending divine truth with the gritty reality of modern life. 1. Your existence is not a random event. It is a divine appointment. Most people walk through life feeling like an accident or just another number in the system. They look at their birth date and see only aging. But we teach them that the calendar is God's planning book. To know you were assigned a guardian before you took your first breath changes everything. It means you were wanted. The scene. Late at night in a small apartment in Chicago. Sarah is staring at her laptop, scrolling through job rejections. She feels invisible, useless. The room is silent, but suddenly the air shifts. A warm presence sits on the edge of her bed. It is Jesus, wearing casual clothes, looking at her with infinite patience. "Why are you crying, Sarah?" he asks softly. "Because I don't fit anywhere," she whispers. "I feel like a mistake." Jesus smiles, reaching out to tilt the screen away. "A mistake doesn't have a blueprint, Sarah. Do you really think I commanded the stars to stand guard over the month of your birth just to let you get lost in a pile of resumes? You are not rejected. You are being redirected. The angel I assigned to you is opening a door that no man can shut. Trust the timing. 2. Sensitivity is not a weakness. It is your spiritual radar. In a world that celebrates the thick-skinned and the ruthless, your audience, especially those under archangels like Muriel or Raphael, often feel like they feel too much. They think their empathy is a defect. Our philosophy is that their soft heart is actually a high-tech spiritual antenna designed to hear God when the world is screaming. The scene. A busy subway train in New York. Mark, a young man, is wearing noise-cancelling headphones, trying to block out the chaos. He feels overwhelmed by the sadness of the woman sitting across from him. He closes his eyes, wishing he could just stop caring. Archangel Muriel stands invisibly beside him, placing a hand of light on his shoulder. "It's too loud," Mark thinks to himself. "Why am I so weak?" Muriel's voice resonates in his mind, clearer than the announcement speaker. You are not weak, Mark. You are a lighthouse. You feel her pain so you can pray for her when she cannot pray for herself. Do not close your heart. Use it. That is your weapon. Mark opens his eyes, looks at the woman, and offers a silent prayer. The heavy atmosphere in the train car suddenly lifts. 3. Your struggle is proof of your potential. Why is life so hard? This is the question that drives people away from faith. We flip the script. We teach that the intensity of the battle proves the value of the territory. If you are under constant spiritual attack, it is because you carry something the darkness fears. You are not a victim. You are a threat to the enemy. The scene. A hospital waiting room. David is holding his head in his hands. His business is failing, and his health is declining. He feels punished. Archangel Michael, looking like a weary but strong soldier in battle gear, sits next to him, leaning forward. I must have done something wrong, Michael, David mutters. Why is God punishing me? Michael shakes his head firmly. Punishment? No, David. This is boot camp. The enemy only attacks empty vaults. He is coming for you because you are about to break a generational curse that has held your family for 50 years. Stand up. I didn't come to comfort a victim. I came to resupply a warrior. We hold the line here. 4. You are never alone in the silence. The modern epidemic is loneliness. Even with iPhones and social media, people feel isolated. Our content must destroy the illusion of isolation. The hidden archangel concept is a tangible reminder that invisible does not mean absent. The scene. An elderly woman, Mrs. Higgins, eats dinner alone at a large table. The silence of the house is deafening. She sighs, feeling the weight of widowhood. Across the table, unseen by human eyes, Jesus breaks bread. I miss the conversation, she says to the empty room. I haven't stopped talking to you, Martha, Jesus replies, his voice mixing with the ticking clock. I am in the sunset you saw this morning. I am in the peace that let you sleep last night. And my servant, the angel of your month, stands at your door to ensure no fear enters this house. You are dining with a king tonight, my dear. You have never been alone. 5. Truth is the only detox your soul needs. In the age of fake news and filtered Instagram lives, people are spiritually intoxicated by deception. They don't know who they are. Our philosophy focuses on archangels like Ambriel, angel of truth, to help the audience detox from the lies of society and rediscover their authentic design. The scene. A teenager, Chloe, is crying in a high school bathroom, looking at her reflection. She hates her face because it doesn't look like the influencers on her phone. Archangel Ambriel stands behind her reflection in the mirror, glowing with a fierce, clean light. They are all so perfect, Chloe sobs. I'm just nothing, Ambriel whispers, cutting through the noise in her head. That is a filter, Chloe. That is a lie, painted in pixels. I am the spirit of truth. Look closer. I see the creativity I placed in your mind. I see the kindness in your eyes. Do not trade your diamond for their broken glass. Wipe your face. The world needs the real you, not a copy. 6. Anxiety is a signal to switch. Pilots. Modern society runs on anxiety. It's the fuel of the corporate world. We teach that anxiety isn't a sin, but a signal. It's the check engine light indicating that you are trying to control things that belong to God's jurisdiction, specifically under Archangel Verchiel or Uriel. The scene. Robert is driving in gridlock traffic, late for a crucial meeting. His heart is pounding. He is gripping the steering wheel so hard his knuckles are white. He is spiraling. Jesus is sitting in the passenger seat, relaxed, watching the cars go by. "I'm going to lose everything if I'm late." Robert panics. Jesus points to the steering wheel. "Robert, your hands are hurting because you're trying to steer the whole world. You can't even move this car right now. Let go." "But who will drive?" "I've been driving your life since you were born." Jesus smiles. "Turn on the radio. Breathe. I control time. I can part this traffic, or I can delay the meeting. But first you have to stop trying to be God." 7. Forgiveness is freedom, not defeat. People hold on to grudges because they think forgiveness means letting the other person win. We teach the wisdom of Archangel Zadkiel, often associated with mercy. Forgiveness is unlocking the cell door to let yourself out, not the offender. The scene. A divorced man, Tom, sits on his porch, drinking a beer, replaying an argument with his ex-wife in his head. The bitterness tastes like acid. He feels justified but heavy. "She doesn't deserve my forgiveness," Tom mutters. "No, she might not," a gentle voice answers. It is Jesus, leaning on the porch railing. "But you deserve peace, Tom. You are carrying a backpack of rocks, thinking it hurts her. It's only breaking your back. Drop the rocks. Let me deal with justice. You were made to walk light." 8. Your past does not define your future. Shame is the primary weapon of the enemy. People think their past mistakes disqualify them from their archangel's protection. We teach that God's mercy is new every morning. The warrior or healer assigned to you isn't checking your criminal record. They are checking your heart's posture today. The scene. A woman named Linda sits in a church pew, the back row. She feels like a hypocrite because of her past addiction. She thinks the angels are frowning at her. Archangel Gabriel stands beside her, holding a white lily, symbol of purity. "I'm too dirty to be here," she thinks. Gabriel leans down, his voice like a trumpet, but soft as a whisper. "Linda, we do not read history books in heaven. We only read the book of life. The blood of the Lamb washed that page clean years ago. Why do you keep writing on a page that God has erased? Lift your head. Your mission starts now." 9. True wealth is peace of mind. The world chases crypto and stocks. Our channel redefines wealth. We teach that financial abundance is good, but without the peace that surpasses understanding, you are bankrupt. We connect this to the archangels of provision, like Barachiel, emphasizing that they bring blessings that add no sorrow. The scene. A CEO, Eric, is in his penthouse. He has millions, but he needs pills to sleep. He is staring at the city lights, terrified of the market crash. Jesus stands by the window, looking out at the same view. "I have everything," Eric says, "so why am I so empty?" "Because you are feeding your wallet, but starving your soul," Jesus replies. "You built a castle, but you forgot the foundation. Real wealth is waking up without fear. Real wealth is knowing that even if this tower falls, I will catch you. Do you want to trade? Give me your anxiety, and I will give you my peace. That is the only currency that matters in eternity." 10. Death is not the end, it is a graduation. This is the ultimate hope. For your older audience, 40 and 80, the fear of death is real. We frame death not as a dark wall, but as a door held open by their assigned archangel. It is the moment they finally meet the invisible friend who has watched them all their lives. The scene. An old man, Arthur, is in a hospice bed. His breathing is shallow. His family is crying around him. Arthur is scared of the dark tunnel he imagines is coming. Suddenly, the room brightens for him. Archangel Michael steps forward, removing his helmet, revealing a face of radiant kindness. "Is it time?" Arthur asks, his fear vanishing. "It is not the end, Arthur," Michael smiles, extending a hand. "It is the beginning. You have fought the good fight. You have finished the race. The king is waiting for you, and the party is just starting. Take my hand. I promised I would guide you home, and I never break a promise." These 10 philosophies are not just words on a screen. They are the heartbeat of revelation in prophecy. We believe that the supernatural isn't somewhere far away out there. It is right here, in your messy, beautiful, chaotic life. We are building this channel to remind you that Jesus isn't just a figure in a stained glass window. He is the friend sitting next to you when the coffee goes cold and the bills pile up. The angels aren't just ancient myths. They are the silent partners in your daily battles. So if you are tired of walking through life feeling invisible, if you are ready to turn your sensitivity into strength and your pain into purpose, then you have found your home. Don't just watch, join us. Click that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Become part of a family that refuses to live in fear. Let's walk across this bridge together. From the confusion of the world, back to the clarity of heaven. I am revelation in prophecy. Remember, you are watched over. You are loved. And you are never, ever alone. Until next time, walk in the light.